Good afternoon. What is a very warm, bright and sunny day. It is Tuesday the 13th of June. I've got a nice hot cup of tea and a box to continue unboxing. And so far I have pulled out the Great Campaign published by Triple Ace Games for Leagues of Adventure, and fingers underneath it, Malawan for Shadows of Esteren, published by Studio Gate. Very nice Celtic horror role-playing game, originally published in French. And the next thing I have is Black Pudding number 7, long-running fanzine by James V. West, who draws and writes every issue, and it's published by Square Hex, and it comes with the Black Pudding Adventure Journal. So let's find out what's inside. So Black Pudding is a long-running fanzine. Originally started being supporting Lamentations of the Flame Princess weird fantasy roleplay before it moved on to old school essentials. But I mean, the two are really compatible. Anyway, but what you get in here is, just take a quick look at this. This is the Black Pudding Adventure Journal. Just a very simple notebook. So simple as that. Nice and clean. You also get this, which is a poster of the A Night at the Bleeding Ox. It's a special cartoon strip. Night at the Bleeding Ox, it's the setting for much of the some of the encounters of the NPCs that you will find in the pages of Black Pudding. So, this is absolutely typical of James V. West's art. And then you have a very typical adventure using those characters and just how it goes wrong. So that's a nice little poster, nice little addition. Really doesn't help you with your gaming, but it just adds a bit of colour and flavour. Now, then you've got Black Pudding 7 itself. On the back, you have the almost standard character sheet you get with every issue. In fact, the author has been known to draw multiple character sheets to fit characters in every issue, Black Pudding number 7, compatible with most clunky old adventure games or revised versions such as Labyrinth Lord or Old School Essentials. You've got a quick contents page, and then before we are into the first class, the Rat Bastard. And then we get a bit even sillier. You've got the Iggy, as in Iggy Pop, as a player character, and you can see what I mean by written and drawn, because he's doing all the artwork, he's literally writing it, that's lettering it as well. The Flamer as a player character class, and then the eyeball, so you really can get quite odd and quite weird with content from Black Pudding if you want to. A lot of these are kind of like tongue-in-cheek character classes you might want to do for like one-shots or mini campaigns. Like the Flamer or Iggy Pop or the Eyeball, of course. But it depends how weird you want your fantasy to be. The Rat Bastard, a Dirty Rotten's character class, let's face it, Mama was a wearer and Daddy had low standards. And you also have sort of like, a Cerebus the Aardvark style character there as well. So you do get monsters as well, like the Rocky or the Grave Crusader, the Draco Wisp, illustrated in James V. West's inimitable style. And then Tyranno X, so you can have those as a class, a character race. And sort of like you have the Queen of the Dark Light, sort of monster enemy. And area as a setting, a Black Pudding Gazette. You've got an actual mini setting in here as well. complete with sort of like basically an area, sort of like a hex crawl kind of setting, and a list of all the locations. So you've got birthplace locations, some little bit of background, and keywords to spark adventure in the players and the characters, and then quick descriptions or thumbnail descriptions of each of the various locations. And then you've got, so one of the major locations, just if I can find it, is is Darkmyth. So a few pages over, you have the city of Darkmyth and its environs, and they do the same thing for Frim Sirich as well. So each one you've got, you know, things you might see in the darkness, other encounters, and you get a feel and flavour of the setting through those tables. And then with Kanabok and the city of Siapath, doing the same, city of Summertop. And then we have Eternal Living Dead Hex Nexus, the World Tree as a location, and the Mythos Everia. So you've got a complete mini setting within these pages. You know, here you've got the sort of different gods. So Blackwing, Bringer of Death, Blazing Heart, the Living Fire, Primordial Gods, Bree, the Winter Dragon, Hunter Raven, Warrior Supreme, and more. Oro the South Wind Serpent, Seer the Sun, Vel, or Owl of the West Wind. So you've got also, essentially, you've got a mythos, or, you know, a little pantheon of gods and beings, all the way down to Wisp, Mare of the East Wind, and Worm Witch, Mother of 100 Dooms, and then common names for city folk as well. And that's it. That is Black Pudding number 7. Which looks fantastic as ever. The artwork is great. You've got some interesting classes which will be fun to play. You've got some great artwork, and it comes with, you know, extras with, you know, the journal and the poster cartoon. You know, it just nice little things to have. And this presents a setting you could explore as a setting of yourself, or you drop it into a swords and sorcery world. And it would be nice to see this developed by James E. West at some point. I don't think it will, because he just likes doing sort of like almost snapshot things with these. So yeah, that's Black Pudding number 7, published by Square Hex and written and drawn by James V. West. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box containing a book or game, which I'll talk about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea, then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing of the Nook. Be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.